read this without reading glasses. During my teenage years, I wrote a brilliant poem about unfolding blossoms. Scab red cocoons hold white petals, the apricot flowers will bloom again. Recognizing how profound it was, I submitted it to the New Era. Imagine my astonishment when they responded that it didn't meet their needs. So, rejected by the New Era, I got married. I was divorced 4 years later. The moment I chose to leave my marriage was a defining one. I recall myself in fetal position, enduring a barrage of insults from a man who had himself been abused as a child, and was so full of anger that it blazed from his mouth with fiery expletives and twisted desires. "Do you know what would give me the greatest pleasure?" he once asked. "To push you out of the car on the highway and watch you writhe to death." There were less original insults on my dignity, of course, that I was ugly, that I was fat, that I was a bitch. I don't remember which insult brought me out of my curled up form, or if I was suddenly endowed with a strength I hadn't known before. I do remember unfolding myself and rising up. To whatever name he had just called me, I answered, "I am not that." Within a week, I left the marriage. I'm now married to someone else and have learned aspects not only of what I am not, but of what and who I am. I believe in unfolding, in the unfolding of flowers, of bodies, of knowledge, of love, of morality, of revelation. I have seen a baby emerge from its mother's womb, wailing as it stretched arms and legs, unaccustomed to the immensity of space suddenly available. I have seen sin-stung men become compassionate and good, and self-loathing women become radiant. I believe that Spencer Kimball received a revelation on June 1st, 1978, which moved the LDS Church to unfold itself into Brazil, Africa, Harlem, and the Caribbean. I believe that President Kimball took the church from a myopic vision, a vision which dwarfed the dignity of our black brothers and sisters, into something larger, though we still see through a glass darkly. As Gil Bailey says, we didn't stop burning witches because we stopped reading scripture. We stopped burning witches because we kept reading scripture. As we Mormons unfolded ourselves to the scriptures and the scriptures to us, most of us recognized that teachings which denigrated the worth of any person was not only wrong, but soul-killing. I speak as one who has been stripped of dignity and has felt herself unfold into strength. This has heightened my urgency to touch others with a sense of their divine rights and heritage. Women who dwell in the suburbs of male politics, any who encounter prejudice or veiled disdain because of their skin color or sexual orientation, the poor, my own children who, like all children, need others to believe in them and in the immensity of their gifts and futures. I believe that though a harsh frost can stunt unfolding for a season, it is ultimately inevitable.